Hello everybody, John here, and today onto the garage we're going to find out how easy or not it is to change a mirror motor on a Fiat Ducato wing mirror. Those who regularly follow the videos on the channel will know that I recently changed the mirror shell on both sides of my van to save myself a load of money. And in a completely unrelated incident, the mirror has never worked correctly. So I've got a piece of cardboard jammed in the bottom here, and these are electrically adjusted mirrors, top and bottom, both sides. And when you push left and right, you can feel a resistance and the motor turning when you move it. When you push top and bottom, there's no resistance. And from previous experience with other mirrors on other vehicles, that means that the little rack has broken or the spur gear has broken in the mirror motor. Typically that's not something you're going to repair, even if you're good at plastic welding and bits and pieces like that. It's just not worth the effort. So what you need is a replacement mirror motor. I have one. Yay. I looked at buying new mirror motors, but they're about £80. Pattern parts seem to be anything in the 60 to 70 range. Funnily enough, if it's not for a Ducato or a commercial van, they do seem to be a lot cheaper, even if they are Fiat. So for instance, you might get one for a Fiat Stilo, Fiat Doblo, or a Jeep Renegade, similar, all GM. They may all be the same, but because mirrors on vans get broken most often, people charge more probably. So I actually found these on eBay, second-hand, and I managed to buy a mirror motor. I only got it because I bought it complete with the 2 pieces of mirror glass, bonus, don't need them, but bonus, for £40. So there are bargains out there, as long as this actually works. I believe it to be a genuine, i.e. original fit, don't know if it is. But for those who know such things, or are just interested, it's got a brand name MCI on the back, patents pending, and it is marked top, because obviously being circular, it's hard to know. This is a 3-pin mirror motor. If it's got more pins, usually 5, that probably means it's got memories. I've got detailed instructions on how to disassemble the caps and covers and remove the lenses from these in my video on replacing the shells, so I'm not going to go OTT on describing it. I'm just going to get on, but it is straightforward once you know how. So the mirrors do unclip. Check out my other video if you want a bit more detail on how they clip together and how to pull them off. Be careful you don't rip them off, because you have got wiring. Because unless you've got the most base spec vehicle, there'll be heated mirror connections as a minimum. Maybe aerials, as in radio aerials. And a driver's side, you'll find the temperature sensor, the external temperature sensor. So if you've not been behind your mirrors before, don't just tear the things off. You will need to look at what you're doing. Okay, that's got my mirror off. Now again, making assumptions that this is the original one, but I can see MCI written on there. Yeah. So it looks like I've got the right one and it is original. Yeah. These little things are the racks that work the motor, and that one is wobbling around, which means it's broken. So it's looking pretty straightforward. There's a Torx T10 in the middle, so we're just going to slack it off. Out that comes. At which point the whole assembly has got wiggly, and there are 3 clips around the motor. Just trying to get to them. And if you squeeze them in, they should release. They're tough little buggers though. There we go. So just to show you what I was doing, these are the 3 hooks or clips that have got this in these 3 positions, and they're really solid. And looking at it, I would say that one's never going to move. It's a barb. I mean, I've got it out just by wriggling, so you will get it out, but there's a gap here and a little hole here, and you can kind of just get enough purchase on that to make it come out. But yeah, it's a wriggle and pull situation. So we've got a multi-plug, and we can see the barbs on that. So you need to unhook the end from around the clip whilst pulling on the wire. It's kind of a 3-handed job. There we go. And it is shaped to cut off corners, so it should only go in the one way. Yeah, this looks identical. And as I said, it goes way too easily that way. That's because that little rack is broke. This way, it's got plenty of resistance. Here's our new motor. And we can see the same connector. And you can see on this, because it's nice and clean, the shape. So put that straight back in. And we've got these 3 locations for the clips to go in, and 1 screw hole, and it is marked top. So we just put that in approximately the right position, offer him up, make sure I'm not trapping the wire, and should pop in. Going to need quite a firm push, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to hook the bottom one definitely into place, then get over here, then top one. This is tricky. That sounded good. I think we're in. Torx T10 screw, back in the middle. It can't go anywhere angularly, so this is not doing much clamping, it's just stopping it coming forward, so don't overdo it. And I think before we go anywhere else, we'll make sure this motor moves. There we go. Just weigh my window down so I can reach the joystick. It's up and down. And that's left and right. All working perfectly. So now, all I've got to do is get our mirror back on. So reconnect the heated mirror terminals. Offer the mirror up to the aperture. Trying to get the sort of central position. Give it a good push. And we're on. And now when I adjust the mirror, it should be easier for you guys to see it moving. So we'll go left. We'll go right. Come back a little bit. And then go up and down. Yay! And the bottom elements are similarly motorised on this particular spec and model of Ducato. Done. So, conclusion. Is it easy and cheap to do the mirror motors on your Fiat Ducato? Or Citroen Relay, or Peugeot Boxer, all of those, sorry, not Boxster, that would be a Porsche, Peugeot Boxer. They're all very similar vehicle. There may be variations year to year, so shapes of the mirror may change. So make sure you get parts for your particular model, whether it be the original, whether it be the facelift, or it be like mine, the later van with the slightly more car styled headlights, whereas the facelift had the headlights that went up here. I would say that it's pretty easy. You only need a couple of tools. It doesn't take very long. Getting the actual motor out is look more than judgment, I would say. Those clips are so stiff and awkward to use. You're just jiggling around and levering and it'll come off. And bear in mind, if your motor is no good, then prying the motor out is not really a big issue. Cost, again, if it, like me, you can pick up something second-hand. If it works, it works. These things tend to be packed up because they've been smashed with mirrors or somebody's forced them beyond their natural travel. So if they work, they work. I would say a second-hand one's pretty decent. I don't think £40 is too bad to take that back to fully operational. So if you enjoyed this video, stick around. There'll be more stuff on the Fiat Ducato, but also loads more stuff coming up real soon on my other toys, including the XK8. If you're enjoying our channel, then don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon so you get notifications of new videos. And please give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, and you can share the videos. And below the video is always the area where you can comment and get involved with the chat.